Welcome back to the first episode of Conversations with Debbie in the year 2025. I hope we've had a very restful holiday and ready for a refreshing start for a new year. So, as the year has already begun and the year is unfolding already, there's this thing that I felt we should discuss on this channel today, which is the New Year, New Me, will I say, Braha, which usually begins December of every year and ends somewhere in the first week of January or third week of January at the most. So, New Year, New Me, New Year, New Me, or another year of empty promises to suddenly magically change yourself overnight again. You know, at the end of every year, I particularly think that people have become very dramatic. And I mean, it's a different thing to have goals for a new year because, yes, actually time is important in marking the beginning of new seasons. I totally agree with that. However, I think there's this dramatic thing we do on social media at the end of towards the end of every year and at the beginning of every year, where we go like, oh, um in this year, this is coming, I'm going to move different, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. There's even something that was very prominent this year, which was that people were actually sharing their vision boards on social media. I thought vision boards were personal. Like, I thought these were things that you keep to yourself because it's something for your mind to ruminate on. It's something that you plan to work towards. It's a person, like a personal, like a private goal, I thought. But I was blown away this year when I saw that people were sharing their vision and there was a whole trend of so I think that sometimes some people actually participate in these things as trends as opposed to actually meaning those things and taking time to reflect on what they are saying. Be that as it may, before I digress, um I think that concept of New Year, New Me is something that is, I actually think is cliche. I know a lot of people will not agree with me. I know that a lot of people will think that that's just really being pessimistic. But I don't think January contains any magical powers to rebrand you between the hours of 11 p.m. on 31st and then 12 a.m. January, and then you emerge because when January rolls around the corner, everybody's like suddenly feeling brand new, feeling like, something happened to them. And like, I mean, the angel that visits people between the hours of 11 p.m. on 31st and 12 a.m. has never visited me. I personally think that it's another day. It's just another day if you are not intentional about the things, the changes that you want to see in your life. So it's really not about marking a calendar and changing every time, thinking that you're going to change because you said, oh, this new year I'm going to change. It really doesn't work like that. I mean, I personally think, why did you, if you know that you're not happy with a particular thing in your life, or a particular um character, a particular, maybe your finances, or maybe a particular relationship or something, why wait till the end of the year though to realize that you want to cut certain people off, or that you want to make some adjustments? You're not going to be suddenly empowered on the 1st of January. or in the first week of January. You get my point. A lot of times we set weight loss goals, and most of those goals we really don't begin to act on those goals till sometime in May or April or June. And the reason is because you actually get down to um achieving your goals or working towards your goals the moment you commit your mind to actually doing the work. It has nothing to do with the date of the calendar. You don't suddenly change on the 1st of January. I think that you're not going to make any change if you do not put in the work to change. This time and age that we live in, we see where people are always like, oh, um, this year I'm moving different, or this year I'm going to move in silence. And then those people proceed to share that thought of moving in silence on all their social media platforms. Think about it. It doesn't make any sense, honestly. If you're going to have any New Year resolution, I think it is a wake up call. I think this should be the year where you actually mean what you say. Instead of saying New Year, New Me, why not go for New Year, a slightly better me, where you focus on consistent improvement on certain areas of your life where you feel that you require improvement. Because the whole idea of saying this year I'm going to be different, when you don't do it, because you won't do it, is a lie. It is a lie that you tell. New Year, New Me is a lie that you tell to yourself, because these are habits, these are patterns, these are things that you've, bad habits, should I say, because it's something you want to drop here. So these are bad habits, these are bad patterns that you've repeated over the years. You're not going to suddenly change it one day or between the hours of 31st of December and 1st of January. You're not suddenly going to change. It is an illusion, it is not real, and that is why it sets a lot of people up for failure. And that's why a lot of people, like myself, no longer believe in New Year, New Me, because it is not real. The new year does not have any magical powers it offers to people to suddenly change their life. Focus on small, consistent efforts as opposed to um, bold resolutions that we make at the beginning of the year. It is okay to set goals, don't get me wrong. It's okay to set personal goals for the year. It's okay to create a vision board and say, oh, this is what I want to achieve at the end of the year. But I need you to have at the back of your mind that you are not suddenly going to emerge as that version of yourself today because you said that on the 31st night. It takes time, and a more realistic approach is to say, new year, a slightly better version of me, right? Change doesn't happen overnight. Change doesn't happen on the 1st of January. Change doesn't happen in the first week of January. What you need is patience with yourself, discipline, and consistency. So yeah, instead of chanting New Year, New Me, why not keep quiet this year for a change and put in the actual work? If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like my video, share, and subscribe if you're yet to. And until I come your way next time, bye.